Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a Patreon request for Shadow Maxim, Megadimension Neptunia. And it says 5 and then -2. And the song is called Encounter of Destiny. I'm going to assume this is part of the Neptunia Reverse universe. But I don't think I've done Megadimension Neptunia. I have no idea. I just know that the characters are based on like consoles or something like that. But what I do know is the music is pretty cool. So let me know what is it 5-2 or is it like 7? I don't know. Encounter of Destiny from the channel Crimson Heart. Right here it says soundtrack from Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory 2. I don't know. Too many titles. Let's go. Power chords. Whoa. Percussion sounds really cool. Now it's just snare. I am aware this is a boss theme. Sounds like it. Ah, I like that. Some boss themes can get a little repetitive. This one has shifted mood. Damn, the hi-hats. Bringing something new to the table. I always appreciate that. Lead guitar on the right too. Let's see where they go from here. Love the energy. Loop, maybe? Down. Very reverbed chorus way back there. That's so cool. That's the chorus in the choir. You can hear the electric over here really quietly. Honestly, that was pretty badass. That's like This one I knew. Usually I don't know, but this time I knew it was a boss theme before I clicked play because the requester said so. And with boss themes, I've noticed after doing this for a while, it's kind of a 50-50. Whether it's going to be very dynamic or not dynamic at all. Like it's a little pretty repetitive. There's almost no gray area. I'm sure there are, but it's either, full of like movement here, or just like 2 or 3 riffs just kind of on a loop. And both are okay depending on the situation. This one had some dynamics, but it kept it from being stale. And it's stuff like this that would make me like interested. There's different phases of like my interest, like, oh, that's cool, and then there's like tier 2 where I'm like, oh, I might want to see gameplay of it. And then tier 3 would be like, damn, everything is so cool, I need to play it. Right now we're like on tier 2. Everything I've heard from this game is pretty damn good. Or from the series, I guess, I'm not sure. Interesting pose, by the way. And I think all the colors represent like a console. So if I was just to make an assumption, blue would be PS2 or something. Who knows? Or like a purple. I don't know. So what I'm saying is that this was not monotonous in any way. It was pretty dynamic. Stuff was going in, stuff was going out. The electric guitar was not in your face. It was only on one channel and it was pretty low. The choirs would go in, they would go out. But what I really, really enjoyed about it, because you have to remember, I do this all the time, so I typically hear stuff that's in other songs. This one has something unique where it had this sort of interesting percussion that sounded not even like a drum set. I don't even know what it was. It sounded kind of... I can't even imagine what that was. It wasn't a snare turned off. It was something. Just high treble, no bass. Very, very drum and bass sounding. And it had this extra character to it, which I really enjoyed. And then it would go away, and then the regular snare would come in. So I like stuff like that, where it's dynamic and it can change it up. It really makes you curious on like, whoa, like what does the footage look like here? Does it match what's going on, or is it just It really draws a lot of curiosity. It's funny, as a guitar player, I can really appreciate when it's used sparingly. I don't always want to hear it. Just because I'm playing it doesn't mean I'm biased towards it. A little bit, but I can appreciate when it's just not always up there. And in this one, it's kind of hard to hear unless you have headphones. And it's on one channel. So it's not the highlight. It's definitely there, but it's not the highlight. So I do like the attention of just like treating it like another instrument and not necessarily a lead, because I think a lot of producers and composers put like an emphasis on electric guitar being like so heard, when it's just like any other instrument that can be heard, in my opinion. Unless of course it's like a lead guitar solo, then yeah, of course. It adds sound as opposed to, oh, there's an electric guitar there. I don't know how else to put it. What else? The choir was probably one of the biggest highlights. Very strong. Sounds like a lot of people, but it also had a lot of reverb to it. So it sounded like they were in a really giant room. So it had this big reverberation on it. Sort of like maybe this fight takes place in a pretty big open spot, like a dome or cathedral, something very maybe high ceilings type of thing. That's how I hear that. Or no walls at all. You can tell that there's just a lot, and I don't think it was recorded that way either. I'm pretty sure it was just like a mic in a room or a couple mics, but they weren't like super far away. I just think it was made to sound that way, which is pretty common. And this last thing I'll say is that it reminded me of a really cool soundtrack that I discovered here on the channel called Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball Z has a fighting game that released a couple years ago now. Damn, time flies. And that has very similar music to this that I really enjoyed. So much so that people always ask me, like, what are some of your favorite songs you've heard on the channel? And I always tell them, like, one of the ones that come up all the time is Android 21's theme. I'm pretty sure it's Android 21. The pink girl. And that was from Dragon Ball FighterZ. And it sounds a lot like this. A lot. And a lot of that kind of high energy choir stuff. So if you like this, you should check that other one. And that's pretty much all I got. So let me know more about Megadimension Neptunia. How many games are there? Are they closely related? Do they just share a universe? What is up with the 5-2? And the name is awesome though. Encounter of Destiny. That almost sounds like a, not final, maybe it could be a final boss. It sounds pretty significant. Encounter of Destiny. Sounds like it could be a book title. Anyways, thank you to Crimson Heart on the video. Thanks to Shadow Maxim. Thanks to everyone that you see here. I could not be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Video game music rules. Take it easy. Peace.